Welcome to the Unfiltered View, where we take on stories shaping our culture, politics, and everyday lives. We're your hosts. I'm Zeke.
And I'm Junior.
And today we're tackling the TikTok saga, a story of massive cultural influence, political drama, and digital disruption. From being the go-to app for viral dances and trends to becoming a political lightning rod, TikTok's journey has been anything but ordinary. Today we'll break it all down. Where did this story start? Why has TikTok become such a target? And what does its future mean for users like you and me? So grab a seat and get ready for an unfiltered view of TikTok's fight to survive. This episode explores the full history of TikTok ban controversy, from its beginnings as a fun social media platform to its current role as a symbol of global political and economic tension. We'll unpack its rise to fame, the national security concerns, geopolitical conflicts, creator backlash, and its uncertain future.
To understand why TikTok is so controversial, we first need to understand where it came from and how it became so influential. TikTok stories begins in 2016 when ByteDance, a Chinese tech company, launched an app called Douyin. Designed specifically for the Chinese market, Douyin allowed users to create short videos with music and effects, a concept that quickly took off. In 2017, ByteDance decided to take this concept global and launch TikTok.
In 2018, TikTok made a bold move. ByteDance acquired Musical.ly, a popular lip-syncing app based in the US and already beloved by teens. ByteDance merged Musical.ly's features and user base into TikTok, creating an app that was tailor-made for a global audience. The result? An explosion of popularity, particularly among Gen Z. And by 2020, TikTok had been downloaded over 2 billion times worldwide. Its algorithm, which could perfectly predict what content users wanted to see, was hailed as revolutionary. Suddenly, TikTok wasn't just an app, it was a cultural phenomenon.
But with success came scrutiny. The more popular TikTok became, the more questions were raised about its parent company, ByteDance. But why?
Well, because ByteDance is based in China, where laws require companies to share data with the government if they're asked. For countries like the US, this was a big red flag. So even in its early days, TikTok wasn't just about funny videos. It was also a potential data goldmine, and that made people real nervous. So now, let's fast forward to 2020, and TikTok finds itself at the center of a political firestorm. During the Trump administration, tensions between the US and China were at an all-time high. Trade wars, accusations of intellectual property theft, and rising concerns about China's global influence created a perfect storm. And TikTok was caught right in the middle. Right in the middle.
So in August 2020, President Trump signed an executive order declaring TikTok a national security threat. The order alleged that ByteDance was collecting massive amounts of user data, which could potentially be handed over to the Chinese government. To Trump, TikTok wasn't just a social media app, it was a security risk.
That's crazy. The solution, though? ByteDance was given an ultimatum. Sell TikTok to U.S. operations to an American company or face a complete ban in the United States, which is crazy. This led to a bidding war involving major companies like Microsoft, Oracle, and Walmart. For a while, it seemed like TikTok's U.S. operations would be acquired by Oracle and Walmart, but the deal fell through due to the legal and regulatory challenges. Meanwhile, TikTok's popularity only grew. Creators rallied against the potential ban, arguing that TikTok was a vital platform for expression and income. Some even sued the Trump administration, claiming that the ban violated their First Amendment rights. It's crazy.
The executive order was eventually blocked by federal courts, but the damage was done. TikTok was a symbol of the larger geopolitical battle between the U.S. and China.
Wow. This is really crazy, just even talking about this. When President Biden took office in 2021, many expected TikTok controversy to fade away. After all, Biden rescinded Trump's executive orders targeting TikTok. But instead of ending the scrutiny, Biden's administration shifted the focus to a broader issue: foreign-owned apps and national security. Biden ordered a review of the apps tied to foreign adversaries, which included TikTok. Around the same time, reports began to emerge about ByteDance employees accessing U.S. user data. This reignited fears that TikTok could be used for espionage or influence campaigns.
See, what made TikTok especially concerning was its algorithm. Unlike other social media platforms, TikTok's algorithm wasn't just good, it was scarily good. It could predict user preferences with uncanny accuracy, keeping people glued to the app for hours. Critics argued that this algorithm could be weaponized to spread misinformation or manipulate public opinion, especially during elections.
But see, Congress began holding hearings on TikTok, and bipartisan support grew for stricter regulations or even an outright ban. But TikTok wasn't going down without a fight. Of course it wasn't. To address these concerns, TikTok launched a massive public relations campaign. The centerpiece of its effort was Project Texas, a $1.5 billion initiative aimed at protecting U.S. user data. As part of this project, TikTok promised to store all U.S. data on American servers managed by Oracle. They also created a transparency center to allow regulators to review their algorithms. It's crazy.
Yeah. TikTok CEO Chu even testified before Congress in 2023 defending the app, emphasizing its independence from the Chinese government. However, his testimony didn't convince everyone. Lawmakers continue to push for stricter regulations, and some states ban TikTok on government devices.
That's nuts. At the same time, though, TikTok users were fighting back. Creators and small businesses argued that banning TikTok would hurt them financially. For many, TikTok wasn't just a platform, it was their livelihood. Protests erupted, and hashtags like Save TikTok trended across social media. The battle between TikTok lawmakers and its users wasn't just about one app, it was about the future of technology, free speech, and the global economy.
TikTok controversy isn't just a U.S. issue, it's a global one. In 2020, India became the first major country to ban TikTok, outright citing national security concerns. Other countries, including the EU and Canada, have since introduced stricter regulations for TikTok, especially on government devices.
Wow. But here's the thing, though. TikTok's story is part of a larger trend. As tensions between the U.S. and China continue to grow, more tech companies with ties to China are coming under scrutiny. This isn't just about TikTok. It's about who controls the future of technology. If TikTok is banned in the U.S., it could set a precedent for how other foreign apps are treated. On the other hand, though, if TikTok survives, it will likely have to make an even bigger concessions to appease regulators. Either way, the outcome of this battle will have the ripple effects for years to come.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode of The Unfiltered View. TikTok's journey from a fun app to a national security concern is a story that touches on technology, politics, and culture. What do you think? Is TikTok a legitimate threat, or is it a victim of geopolitical paranoia? Let me know your thoughts by reaching out on social media, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that matter most.
Yes, sir. Thank you for tuning in. We're your hosts, Zeke
and Junior,
and we'll catch you next time with more chit chat on The Unfiltered View.